I don't know what they're begging for.
I really don't know either. Hello, people.
No, I haven't done my light or my
Ooh,
microphone. People were
that's
impressed by the microphone last week.
yes, because it gave you some like a little bit of cred. Gave you some like.
Mm.
How do I hear
No,
this?
it was me.
Oh, thank God! I'm like, no, it was me. My mic is off, and it was see my face. Hello, everybody. Hi, hello. Uh,
Hello.
Thank you for joining us on this fine Tuesday afternoon or night or whatever relative time noun you would like to use.
Hello. I'm going with Tristan Armitage.
I'm
It may
all.
be Armitage, although I feel like Armitage is fake posh. But anyway, hello.
Armitage is also like I don't know why I remember this, but it's like it's a station on the Chicago L line, like one of them. But
Mm.
I don't even know what I did to demonstrate a dialect spectrum. I'm scared now.
I don't know either, but let's carry on and create more.
Let's
Okay.
do so. And I heavily forget where we are at because first, life is very fun right now for me. And
There's
second,
more new people.
there
I,
is hallucination petition. What a adorable thing. I love it. Hi, everybody.
okay.
But yeah, something about sound changes we were on, and I went back into our like left file for the first time, and I'm realizing that we do have word boundaries swell us. A lot of it was not documented too well. Complex final vowel.
No, but
Oh,
the the Lexigy file is the one that we want, and this is old, not the other way around.
yeah, this is old, but I'm saying that like yeah, we need to update everything after word boundaries swell loss.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna delete this and then blah. So we're still kind of in phonology mode, from what I recall. As you know, we took a little April Fool's break last week because what? How could we not? Um,
The opportunity presented itself, and we
yes.
took.
I don't think we need any of this yet. I kind of want to just remind ourselves and our viewers kind of what is going on.
I feel like it's kind of strange because we didn't leave in a very neat place.
We didn't. And I think what I remember is the reason why we were kind of going down this rabbit hole was to kind of make the demonstratives more simple in pronunciation, or kind of just like resist the clusters. But
But we
I
never finished with the sound changes, and I think that there's two things. There's one aspect which is that we're gonna get a lot of function words that are used a lot. That
correct.
we want to make sure that those all sound all right. I don't know why I went for right, but I did. Um, I've spent the weekend in the glorious Black Country.
Oh, how lovely.
Yeah, that was very nice. Although with someone from Cambridge and someone from Southampton, so it wasn't exactly like a lot of exposure to the Brummies.
Aw.
But oh,
Birthday.
belated
Happy belated
belated
birthday.
Bouba birthday,
A baby birthday.
Bouba birthday, Bouba birthday.
Hey,
See,
you got
it's all
birthday.
it's all coming back to me now.
I have
Um,
started a heading called New Goals in the notebook.
uh-huh. It's very Dua Lipa themed.
And thank you for also going for where my head was at, because of course it is Dua Lipa theme. What's a verb sitch like? Oh, we got something going on.
Yeah, we decided we had the vote on how tense and person ma and like masking.
Come on, person masking.
uh
I think making sure that a
well,
lot of these forms are kind of like reduced in a good way. I think that's kind of where our main goal is like check phonology against like
do I say in it on my own, or is that more of another dialect? In like actually my grandma even says in it and she's not from Essex. Like although you also get quite a lot of people who say ain't it. Um and now I'm like, am I saying in it or am I not saying in it? And in it something that you're this is like the whole thing of like trying to get someone to say a word for you and then they change completely how they say
that is true. Do we
Yorkshire. Sorry,
Yorkshire?
my my mum's from Yorkshire, so
I heard they have good tea there.
don't
Don't? Okay, I
don't
will. I will. I will
no
impress
no
on
no.
you.
I feel I have strong opinions on the conflation of British identity and tea.
Ooh.
Like Jonathan also
See,
approved.
Jonathan approves of Yorkshire tea too. David does not say y'all. I guess, well, according to Remy, who's a very important source, y'all is used in a lot of like queer circles in Montreal or in like the Canadian queer sphere to kind of be more inclusive, even though like y'all is of course not the most like Canadian of second person plural pronouns, if there is any. Like you buddies or friends. Probably friends is probably the most Canadian one I can think of.
But I don't get how your is more inclusive than you.
It's like they want to emphasize like the all in y'all. Mhm.
I realize that my doing gestures doesn't actually
I think we need to just clean this guy up. We
I
need to Mr. Clean.
I feel like I think it feels strange to me because the southern like the equivalent of y'all that I have is you lot, which is specifically pejorative.
Oi, you lot!
You lot.
Get over here! How dare you kick that old man's cane off?
so, so for me, like you has retained its like formality.
Complex final coda schwa insertion.
The other one we do have is use, but use I feel like is even like I think you lot could be considered more general across the UK. Use sounds weird.
I like my little
Um,
Yenses. Pronasalization creation. Yins is a weird like one because it's like Remy asked me if the dual of yins would also be yins, and I said kind of. Like I would say like yins both. Like
mhm.
yins both want to go to like grab some ice cream or something. I don't know.
Finally,
Um,
me and David agreeing on something. The short form is just you because it's already plural.
and what's happening with our complex final schwa insertion? What's doing it? Oh, lovely. So it is the opposite of this. We're putting her back in. Take the schwa out, you put a schwa back in, you take the schwa out, and you shimmy all about. You do the schwa insertion and you tickle all about. And that's what it's all about. A little space there. Then our coda of pork's marger. I'm going to zoom in for everybody at home. Is a part of my professional life to make things more accessible for things on the web, and zooming in is yes. Schwa, not schwa. But like if you say schwa, then like is you're saying the name of like the vowel in the vowel? It's a schwa.
I do I wait, do I don't say schwa, do I?
No, that's a singular they against me.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, I got that. And what with this guy? Go ahead.
This is why we need veil.
Veil. Mm-hmm. Val, that's not back.
Wait, now in
That's not.
can you please use our names? I do lately. I feel like it's just that I reduce a lot of my vowels anyway.
Oh, a vowel that's not back. Hang on. Okay. Vowel not back and not high would be A and E. Yeah, okay. So A, E. So this goes to A. Oh, hold on. Can I do this? Can I do this? I'm getting my IPA keyboard out, everybody. I'm so excited. So you're going to see some like very excited me.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be at the word final. And then what does this rule say? Mid-central vowel goes, okay. So now I got to remember, okay, E equals, let's go. It goes to, E is just E. Everybody knows that. After a J? Before a J. No, after a J, when I type before a J. Wonderful. And then
Now I'm
pre-nasal.
trying to. I feel like I always call it yod.
You do call it yod a lot.
But I think it's from being taught linguistics in Spanish.
But like jota or just
I guess jota is the Spanish version of yod, isn't it? But now I'm not sure. But anyway, let's carry on.
so
I'm sorry we've let you down, David.
don't let me down. Yeah. So how are we getting these prenasalization stations going on? Mid-central vowel is doing some in that. Excuse me. Okay, so mid-central vowel is E. No, wrong one. This is going to get deleted. Yes. Okay. Going to get deleted. And that is no. Here, there.
You can let me up by simply saying schwa from now on.
Schwa.
Let me up to the treehouse.
Schwa. And then any stressed vowel.
The obsession with using the W, like for qua, I understand, but
What?
using the labialization diacritics, I guess it's if you're doing like a palatalized, labialized thing, I guess it makes sense. I guess it's just a personal.
nasal assimilation, and that is a nasal will go to I don't know what
No,
this.
no, no. You can labialize schwa.
Oh,
I'm saying that a lot of
you tell them
the time people want to do the diacritics rather than clusters, and that annoys me.
the alpha.
Okay. I feel like I'm not doing anything at the moment, but
That's
you're
okay.
doing you're doing a very good job, Miles.
Thank you. I think that's the last of it.
The rule doesn't make sense because A looks like it should be the first bit, but
It does look odd
I
to me.
it's a product of the lexification. I'm not sure where to put the stress on that.
The
De
lexification.
lexi de lexicalization.
Oh, the delexify. Oh gosh, D. Oh, because is well, delexer lexergif. Yeah, I know what you mean though.
Delexification.
Delexergification. Mm. But yeah. Um, we got 15 sound changes. My brain would went to nowhere. I'm going to delete this table. Bye.
Okay.
I want to delete her. I don't think we need her anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And we can delete this horribleness and get a modern phonology kind of going on. And then I think post that, we can kind of check. I think the largest forms that we're probably going to have is going to be like with the tense markers and the distant past and like that kind of vibe. That's going to get really long, really fast. And we should kind of think about like the template in the order which they go, unless we have a never mind, we have a template already. Wonderful. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Sarah. Val. Oh, Schwa is gone.
I don't know if it is or not. I mean, we never decided, did we? One way or another?
No, and I have this this note that either we make a unstressed A become schwa more regularly, so we kind of increase the amount of schwas, or
I
we.
thought we had all unstressed A going to schwa already.
I don't think so. No, we have all non-high vowels going to schwa, but it would just further solidify. Wait,
A isn't high.
no, I know. I think like we have all non-high vowels going to schwa unstressed.
Schwa. I'm policing you now.
The schwa police.
Ooh.
Oh, you're an American policeman, I see.
I don't have a. I have this.
The hell is that? A loofah?
It's a kind of stim toy.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks phallic, I guess.
If you try hard enough, everything does.
No, there are things that are yonic.
We have a girl. We have a labiovelar for. Oh, we do. Okay. I'm stressing out. We have na. That works.
What's bothering you?
Bothering me is the fate of the schwa and how we're going to deal with it. I think I think we need to test some forms because I think we're talking in abstract and that's not helping nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So, without further ado, Yes, we got plenty of time. I'm going to go down to the demonstrative since that was the main purpose of this exercise.
Love this.
And we have no percent sign vibe going to like we don't have anything merging in together now. So I'm just gonna smush them all in.
At the moment, yeah, we don't have sound changes that happen before things are glommed.
Yes.
I do think that we're focusing a lot on this. I think that we probably do want to allow like a minimum noun compounds.
Yeah.
So it's worth remember like because I think until for a
Oh,
while
I see. Yeah.
I just sort of thought that like if we can deal with all of these function words then we'd be good. But uh I don't know if that's truly the case.
Yeah. If we're doing like compounds, nominal ones, it's
Compounds nominal ones, it would be a really interesting adjective strategy.
it would be wild. Where's the come out as I can see?
I mean, I guess
Still
it's.
coming out as Woods.
Can you put the Lexigi on screen?
I can.
Lovely. What's confusing you about Buzzwoods?
Nothing. I just thought it would change more unless I'm just like completely. I mean, the last time I
I
saw this
don't think
to
anything that we have done to this point has actually.
address the Woods.
Yeah.
Okay. There was this one rule that I thought, but okay, we're going down a rabbit hole that I don't want to go down. But let's go down the verb rabbit hole. So, what are our verbs?
Well, what rabbit? What rabbit hole are you unhappy about?
Going down the demonstrative route. I feel like that's not like I think that's we have addressed it a little bit.
Well, are we happy with all the forms? I'd look at the ones as they appear on Lexigy because I don't think this is entirely up to date.
It actually is completely up to date. They are identical.
Okay.
Which is what threw me for a loop at first.
Mm-hmm. Well, part of it was that we knew that we didn't want to keep these the same.
Mm-hmm.
At which point we might as well do the rules that we want for this bit, and we can always put stuff earlier if we need to. Also, I just hit my microphone, and I don't know if that sounded like anything or not.
I did not hear anything.
Okay.
Everybody's ears are okay, but I do
Because we had talked about whether we wanted to keep the affricates in coda position or not.
that as well as that going to bring up as well. And if I scroll up to phonology, where we have the modern one. Okay. And we're kind of in that same boat as whether or not, oh God, we want to kind of do anything. Actually, would you just be good with maybe either A, reducing final affricates to fricatives, or reducing them, so to speak, in terms of like they would go to a stop? So it would be no.
Well, that would be
that wouldn't make any sense.
partition.
Yeah, that'd be fortition. But I think for this language, it wouldn't make any sense to have like the z go to a final d, and then like that would be the only place that a d would be. Well, I mean, in English, where else is a ng gonna go?
But that's because nasals in coda position are more acceptable. Well, they have wider cross-linguistic um,
Usage
usage.
variance.
Like
Yeah.
it's a particular phenomenon with Engma.
Mm. Then we're going to ignore that for a little bit, but I do like some, not only maybe some of definitely this girl of this like kind of reducing, then because now we have like codas, so we can kind of get a little more funky chunky with kind of what's going to be at the word final.
And by funky chunky, what do you mean?
Like theoretically, girl, why are you getting bigger? So at this stage, all of these phonemes, maybe with the exception of ya, can be codas.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, we might know in our mind, we only have singleton codas, period. So we could either somehow, some way keep that amount. We could more than likely decrease that amount, or we could, I don't know how, but we would somehow, somewhat.
You mean decrease it to 0?
By adding another vowel in there?
I did not understand anything.
No, I'm sorry. Just like decrease the amount. So like we can either
decreasing the number of possible the possible coda consonants.
There we go.
Okay. I feel like what you said, not the thing before the last thing you said, but the very last thing you said was your kind like it felt like you were just saying like maligne, if you know the reference.
I very much know my black very well, but I know this of myself that I'm very good at, how do I phrase this? That I'm not good at articulating up front what I'm saying, but it will always come out afterwards. I just don't tell the topic of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very good at like implying context, but I do like the idea of kind of reducing these down a little bit.
This is British Sign Language for B, I think.
More. It's the only thing I know from also American Sign Language. I'm going to work area. Don't want to use too much anymore. I don't want to make a table. Let's kind of put general nasals
In the consonant army.
stop. Voiceless stops. Voiced stops. Voiced cricketers. Girl.
Jonathan, if you remind us at the end of the stream, we can just find the video. The Balegde.
Oh, but yes. We can also post it in the Discord if you would like to go on Patreon. And then we have ya as our potential coda. So I envision, and this might be a surprise for some.
Oh. Sorry.
N equal sign? No. N minus? No. N plus? Oh no. N. Ooh. That's so satisfying. Oh my gosh. And can I just do that? No. Okay. No.
I feel like there must be an audience for this specific content. Like Miles really enjoying being able to type IPA content.
Oh, I love it because I'm not like, because I'm like, well, I'm just doing like the little like key mapping. I don't have the guide up at all. on this like because they said it's only kind of like certain like hotkeys that can kind of like trigger the changing of the phoneme or changing of the glyph or whatever in that. Because like N and then like the less than sign is probably going to get me like it's on English keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Like N and that's going to give me that guy, and then like M and that's going to be the
What the hell?
that's the fa ma. Then if I do F equals, I get a. If I do F this, I get
I
nothing.
thought I thought you were suggesting that we have this as a product of our current system.
No. Oh, sorry.
I was like, oh yes, the classic nasal palatal nasal into labial gentle nasal cluster.
Oh, that would be chaotic.
If you thought ma was too much, why not try
Mm,
mm,
ma. Oh gosh, it feels like you know, like the Stephen, like the one little dog is just like, hold on, let me do a profile, but like, do you know what I'm talking about?
no,
Like this dog, and it just look at it's like hella far overbite. I think it's endearing.
I
Um,
have no clue what you're talking.
that is plenty fine. That's okay. We're here to talk about language and the
I
whatever
feel like
we're
I
trying to
feel like
attend
this
to.
is too much, Miles.
What?
I don't think that we need to go through them one by one.
No, we're not. I mean,
Okay.
like, I guess we're only going to go to like the S and Z. I mean, would you disagree with that?
Um, do we have coda H?
I mean, let's look. I mean, now I assume we do.
I think we must do.
Oh, error. No symbol of the nasal. Oh, no, I got an error now.
Oh, do you have a nasal trying to? Yeah, you have a nasal trying to assimilate to H.
I do. Interesting. So that means we have this MH thing that's kind of not really happening. So I'm going to put this here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get.
It's. Do we allow MH as an onset? Do we have Do we have syllables on?
I'm looking. I don't think so.
Hmm. So it's no. The issue is. Oh, you're suggesting that we.
We take advantage of it, Jonathan.
No,
Oh.
no. I'm trying to work out what's going on.
I'm trying to work out what's going on too, because I'm confusion. Oh, it's with no.
Click on it.
Nasal plus voiced. What the
Are our nasals not defined as voiced?
Oh, wait. Now I'm even more confused.
Is N defined as voiced?
Yeah.
Hmm.
What the
Is
heck?
it is H not defined as to uh place?
Hey,
No, H is not
yeah.
no
Where
H
where is H? Huh. What? Wait. H is H is
a protoconsonant. Yeah.
How have we been getting by for this long at an H?
I don't know.
But we have forms with
Yeah,
H in it. Okay.
it may be that. I mean, I would be interested to see what we do with mha. Although it's probably just gonna be ma,
Ma.
like just ma,
Yeah.
ma.
I don't imagine it do anything like wild. Let's just see what this would be. Ma.
Like if we wanted, like, no, no, I'm already stopping myself.
Okay.
I see you, Nemo. I thought the same thing. Um, ma, ma. Like I'm trying to, because I was playing with these for my armadillo language that I hit a wall with, and I feel like
Right.
um
Mm.
like in because when we got to this in Yatlao, it became like um a vela nasal, but we didn't have a proto vela vela. No, I'm K type of nasal. Um, we don't have a proto N either.
Type of
But
nasal.
the we don't have tones, Nemo. We have stress. So
Yes.
like the other thing is that like part of the beauty of this being a language family is that we don't have to worry about preserving every distinction to keep things interesting because
Hmm.
there will always be in comparison with um, the other languages that we made already
Indeed.
interesting
Excuse me.
comparisons. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, and I would be fine with Ma if it didn't seem
out of
weird with,
place.
with what
What
we,
if we did it going
it would have
to
to be Naha.
meh?
No,
Um,
nah, Naha. Because we don't have Proto N, Miles.
oh, okay, then that
We've still got you copying and pasting. Oh,
I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong.
yeah.
But I was gonna say like MH and then no, no, there we go. NH could go to like mfa and nkh respectively. So we
I
still
don't
get
know. Like,
some utility out of it.
because pre-nasaling, I don't know if the fricatives or the stops are going to be more frequent.
I think it's either or. I think they're going to be pretty frequent regardless. There's a little fruit fly going around. But yeah,
Well, no, because we only get F in a very small number of circumstances. And do we even have a voiceless velar fricative?
I thought we did. No, we don't. Never mind. I thought we did. I was convinced. So that's even more niche.
Like, I feel like if we go straight from ma to va, David will like be-
Uh,
it's and I know we have the circle of protection, but there's so many steps that got missed.
how about this? Is it a better alternative? We do ma.
Please don't, don't make me open the document. Wait, this is Lexity. I can't even like we can create like we right now I'm trying to think the parts of it is that like we the your pre-nasalization creation rule, I'm remembering it now.
Okay.
You created this with a very specific context in mind. I think that when we were going through it, like it's that we have a bunch of schwa that isn't accounted for by the rules that we currently have, right?
Correct.
And as words get longer, there'll be fewer and fewer. No, there'll be increasingly more cases where schwa is preserved within the word.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to do some kind of Igbo nasalized fricatives where we don't even have nasal vowels, and the nasalized fricatives I think are vested.
Yeah.
I just know them from Igbo, and in Igbo it's usually that the nasalization on the following vowel is conditioned in theory by the consonant. Um,
Pop. Okay.
but
Nasals stay nasals.
yeah, like I don't know. Um,
Moves to S. And
like
then
at least we
yeah.
do have F, right?
We do have F. Oh, yeah, I'm typing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to this man. I never seen this man before. My Kiki.
I do know them from Evil.
And then these are F, S, and H. And that could be some shenanigans. I don't know. And then
Oh,
the Z.
with
And that's it. Proceed.
I think by nasalized fricatives, here we're particularly referring to ones that they're often the ones that are transcribed with the tilde over the form. Like a pre-nasalized fricative, normal. Like
Ooh, like this.
yeah,
Hmm.
those.
Hold on. Let me.
Oh yeah, the classic fricative W.
Sorry.
Sorry. sorry, sorry for coming for you so hard.
I mean, like, what looks half normal? I okay. The ones that are kind of confusing me is well, actually, I'm gonna do this. No girly pop, the bad girly pop. I don't know what these are gonna be, but this is probably going to do something. I don't know what it's going to
I
do.
I am absolutely fine with saying that we have if we're doing phoneme theory, which I know not everyone likes to, but I don't know. Actually, I think everyone here does it. But I, I think David's probably one of those people. Anyway,
Phoneme.
like like the phoneme, you really only exist theoretically as an analysis, right?
Mm.
It's you never produce the phoneme. You just produce the um. Now I'm trying to think if I actually messed my terms up. The
Like feature geometry?
no, the square bracket T1 versus the
Broad and versus narrow transcription?
yeah. No, because the okay, like say that we
Oh, phonetic versus phonemic.
yes,
Got
that
you. We're there. We're there. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
like the phonetic version doesn't only exists theoretically,
Phonetic
right?
is the brackets. No, I'm doing brackets by mean the slashes. And then the phonemic is the brackets.
hmm
Mm.
So okay, let
There
me
you go. Hello.
I'm in. So so like say that we have sa and also sa at the
Mhm.
moment, right? Um, and we would say that sa is realized as s is realized as s in all circumstances.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh, I see where. Yeah, keep going.
whereas we have a phoneme that's realized sometimes as sa and sometimes as sa.
Hmm.
So that if we have like um I don't know, like it would be like pakya, right? Would produce something ending in sa at the moment, right?
Um,
Pakia is Pakia a Pokemon?
no, copy and pasting more. It has to be
Googling. Oh, it's Palkia,
yeah. It
and
would
then
also be pots. So
but the
pa Pakia would be pots.
if you put Pakia into Ecosia, the first result is Pakia.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Is I
So it's P. It should be PATS.
yes, and I think I can if I get a cute somewhere. I think we can also get something. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, but if it's Pakia, yeah, we get pots. Then
Um,
yeah.
so, but if we can imagine like a compound where
Okay.
it's like Pakia, or even like
Pakiyama.
our pronoun, our pronoun.
He is first person.
No, but are they suffixes or they're prefixes, aren't they?
There's suffixes.
Oh, okay. So you can think about like a case where like you throw something on the end
Mm-hmm.
and suddenly the schwa isn't final. So wait, but this would end up as
Patsatse.
patsats. Yeah, patsate.
Patsatse.
Which rather whereas if it was pas pas we don't have proto S even, do we?
S, we get most of the S. in
Clusters.
clusters.
Yeah.
What if you did Pakia? I'm not gonna help. No, but no, never mind. It's gonna help anything. Yeah. How do we get final S?
I think it's from the schwa insertion
Hmm.
or insert. I was like, oh, there's a proper way to say insertion, and no, insertion is the proper way because no one says insertion.
Insertion.
Wait, is it the voicing that I'm doing and thinking doesn't sound right? Insertion. And then,
Insert.
oh, because we talked about this before, and it sounds a little bit like insurgents, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah. We had talked. We did this.
Yes.
I'm testing out some kind of forums just to kind of see what we get word finally. We what goes on? What's going on here? I'm gonna share this having said. I'm just doing some little generating stuff, just kind of get some forms that could like this might do something. But definitely it's very easy to get like labial sounds. And that's a fun form. Angyo becomes yan. But it's tough to what if I do this?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, she's so close. There we go. It's
Yeah.
H.
But that's where like our little F's and S's are coming from.
Yeah. Okay. So we know at least where it's coming from. But yeah, I understand where you're getting at there. That where am I at? Okay, here we go. Share this tab instead. Go down here. Hello. Yeah, when it's kind of like when we add something grammatical to it, it kind of has that like resurgence back. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes like homophones kind of fun too.
But we're not going to get that many of
No,
them.
I know.
So I think it's fine.
A boy can dream.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the H just like just getting yeeted off? Word finally.
I think that would be fine. Like I I don't know. I feel like I'm I did we ever decide what we were doing with ma and ha?
No, we set that for the back burner for some reason. I don't remember why. But we have not decided what to do with
I think it was a mixture of ADHD and trying not to bore people.
maybe I'm gonna do that. Okay, so we have these two. I just have it in as va and na. I haven't saved this at all, so it's not going to show up this way. But just to kind of not have it be like, you know what, nice.
Like honestly, I would be fine with it just becoming manga.
I mean, yeah, I am also fine with that.
Because we aren't doing very much with phonation.
Ooh, girly pop. I mean, I like that, but goddamn. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, that
Who's
was easy.
the H?
The eighth, H is going goodbye now. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye, driver.
I don't know what that's a reference to.
Oh, what the hell? Hold on.
Or is it the driver of the bus at the bus stop where we left H?
Roxy Andrews. This is cool how we get this. We go from aho to aho to afo to ayafo to ayafa to Yoff, and that makes Yoff.
I'm glad you didn't use a different vowel.
Like an I, for example. That why you don't want to use that.
Yeah.
But now we know how to get final F, so it's very feasible. I think.
What are you thinking?
People love dead air. That's why we have so many subscribers. This S, or even this Z, looks like weakening territory. What
Wait,
if?
yeah. I think that the F and S that already exist, I do not think we need to worry about because they're so minute. Like I think that we should just decide that we agree on the lenition of the stops
Hmm,
and then think about P and K.
perfect. So in essence, these would go to V, and let's say that to H respectively.
What I can't see anything. Are you in the document now
Oh
or
my God! Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all. I'm sorry.
I don't know what you're doing with that, but I don't like it.
These stay strong, and you said the lenition of the voice stops. No.
I meant the one that stops the not
Oh yeah.
the peripheral. The peripherals as a whole.
Okay. I'll put this as still question mark. I'll put this as VZ maybe, unless you want to feel like a fancy devoicing rule. This little dude will do something eventually. I don't know what's going to happen. It could
The
just.
Dakota Yod, like I thought that but with with
Oh,
with with some of our vowels we have something happening. Like we've got we know what happens with A and I, right?
yeah.
Because those both become
I think we
air,
took care of it already.
and then because it's also that it only would come about in certain positions anyway, right?
That's
I
exactly
think
what's yeah.
like it's possible we would get I yod.
I don't think we can get final yeah. Which
No, we can.
can we?
I think if you just did vowels, like if you put just IA in and
It needs to be on a QI.
or is it an acute A?
It defaults to
Uh-huh.
final stress.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes A, just E.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
think,
because wait, no, that's not.
yeah, because what happens is it becomes at unstressed vowel reduction. You just can't see this one. It becomes E, and then E, and then with Dakota Porks Moija, it goes to A. That was the purpose of it. That
Okay.
any sort of like, no, hold on. Oh no, it would become. There's no way in heck it would become like oov or something like this.
Mhm. It becomes UW, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool
Cool.
beans. Noise. I like this. Hooray! Everybody clap for no final yeah. Thank God we had the foresight that I almost spilled my glass. Don't want to do that. Noise. Um, are we ready to? Oh, hold on. Sure, have time. Okay, so we're diving into these codas. We're getting claps.
I feel like we've
Yes.
already
We're
we
done?
have
Oh,
we've dived or we have
we have Divin.
dove.
Girl, no, we have Jonathan refuses to clap.
I will say that having E, A, and I all go to A is a choice.
Coda simulation. Simpilation.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's just no. Just call it like. I honest. Part of me is like, do we make this a poll where the options are it's only the affricates that um that reduce,
Mm-hmm.
or it's all of the stops. What?
I like this poll.
Also, make sure you put the environment in.
Oh no, I'm very aware of this. Dive is only for scuba diving. Dove is for other kinds of diving.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, pigeoned. I would use pigeoned. One can hole a pigeon, but you can't pigeon a hole.
I think part of it is a yeah, dived is standard in the UK.
Mm. Are you a cave diving person? Do you like to watch the cave diving videos?
Firstly, I think a cave diving person and a person who watches cave diving videos are two different sorts of people, and I'm neither of them.
Who would play her? You cannot catch me dead in a cave.
That's like suggesting, are you a cat or someone who watches cat videos?
Are you a bird? Are you a someone who watches bird video?
That was a bad comparison, but like,
Are
are
you a,
you like? I'm trying to think, like, are you a doctor or are you someone who watches Doctor Pimple?
do you have the MD required to pop your pimples? No? Stop. Oh my
Like,
god.
that's how I felt.
I'm dead.
No, I don't enjoy watching that sort of thing.
It's just terrifying for it's like rage. Yeah. Like it's the ones that are like this man was lost in this cave and like he found an air pocket and didn't have enough oxygen to stay and then he drowned. And I'm like,
It just always seems like white people doing white people stuff.
but it's not just white people though. It's around the world activity. It's global.
I know it's around the world, but I've not seen like a person of color get stuck or to cave. And that might just be because I'm not a cave diver or cave dive video watching person.
You're not a part of the cave diving community.
No,
Same here.
that's what they see in LGBT is for cave dive.
I knew it. I was watching one and they called it was a very tight it looked like this.
Put the environment in mild.
Sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I forgot. I still forgot over here too.
And in are you I know that we're just writing it in Lexigy. Well, that's not even proper Lexigy though.
This isn't. No. Oh, we aren't
Because
running Sludgy. Shit. Oh well.
because if it were proper Lexigy, we would have equal signs. And if it were not proper Lexigy, we yeah.
Oh my days. This is the
Okay,
best part about conlanging,
now
in my
I'm
humble opinion.
why did you bring up cave diving?
Why? Who said
Oh,
something?
because of the dive dove
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
coders.
yeah. You
Okay.
were there. We all were
I'm
there.
here physically, but not always mentally. Or am I
Um,
even technically there physically if it's digital? Also, what was that noise?
I have no idea.
Okay. If the
Hmm.
aliens are coming, tell them I said hi.
Oh, it is. Sorry. Oh, God, aliens. Aliens are crazy. Like I was doing a little rewatch of
Wait, what are we doing?
what are we doing? I really don't know anymore. I feel like my brain is like at
Like
my,
you started delexigifying.
and then I'm now relecturifying because as Nemo pointed out, not pound sign but dollar sign, and Jesse's stomach is grumbling, which reminds me I have a little snack awaiting for me, which I cannot wait to dive on into. Oh, Logan, I really do want to go to Craters of the Moon. I don't know how staffed it will be this year. I don't know if I will be able to make it out there. I, but I tend to make it out there like sometime during actually this time of year and this time of cycle, but I'm not. I'm going to be at the Language Creation Conference this weekend. um, we're going to go. I don't know. What's a good sample sentence that we have? We can kind of work out.
One that we have or one that we make?
One that we can kind of like solidify this verbal bullshit. Oh God.
Wait. Oh, these aren't literal craters of the moon.
No. It's not. It just like looks hella like the moon.
I'm so confused.
Craters of the Moon is I think either like a national park or monument in eastern Idaho, and it's like kind of
Where the
like
potatoes live.
where the potatoes live. That's absolutely correct. And it just is like black lava rock from what I remember. It looks sick. It looks dope.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So we see
Hmm.
what's up. How are we doing? Oh, okay. Oh my god. You're at the colors too, I guess. Are you? Or that colored? It's colored. I feel like I'm like
I thought you said we are propellers too.
I feel like I don't even know what's going on. I feel like my head is like in a lot of places right now. Um
I've
okay, I have a goal as check phonology against highly used grammatical particles.
we never decided if we liked the forms of
Okay.
of
Here we,
these.
here we
No,
are.
no, go no, because it's changed now. So go to the Lexigy.
It's changed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It has
Oh,
changed.
you deleted them.
I deleted them because I have no foresight into things. Oh, I learned the hard way, and I like to take on consequences. And that's how I learned from being a dumbass. Not great.
At least we have a poll. At
Ooh,
least we have a
have
poll.
cool.
Um,
We have
I was wondering what you fancy doing with the velar consonants, though. Like, if they were to go, what would you like them to do?
and then the K and the G,
The k and the g.
the K and the G. I could see the K and the G going to and H. I can see the K going
And what was
uh.
like the G goes to the glottal stop?
The K goes to the glottal stop, and the G goes to H. That's an option. I didn't say it was a good option, or I'd say that's what we could go with, but it's an
It's a
option.
choice.
It's a choice, yeah.
Hmm.
We could go from K to G, and then from like G to
Like, I feel like there is a I
okay.
feel like there is a version of this where
Pull options. One is status quo. Nothing changes whatsoever with
Mhm.
these stops and at. Option two is voice stop merger. So K and P would go to G and
P.
B. Thank you.
What?
What?
If it's more likely that they just become
I know.
undetermined for phonation, which would leave them tenuous.
Yeah. So I will flip
That's
that. Option two is now voiceless stopless merger. Voice. I think I was hell bent on the Lanishan idea.
I think that them just going to fricatives should be an option.
Okay. So
I don't think it should be the final thing that they do.
no.
Like, because I guess it's like math. If if it was just like the coda H producing like a long vowel or something. Well, I feel like we've got so far avoiding doing long vowels that maybe doing long vowels is
Oh my gosh. I'm so oh my gosh, I could crash in Logan's basement if I wanted to go to Craters of the Moon. I love that. I will take up that invitation if I do that. But also, they are little craters. They are lava tubes, and cinder cones. And what I read as the Nuclear Rectum Museum is the Nuclear Reactor Museum, which sounds a lot better. So K and
why would
G.
you admit that?
Why
Why?
would I admit that? Where else would I admit that? Secretly to anybody?
It doesn't have to be a secret. You don't have to say it on youtube.com.
Oh, well, you know.
The Nuclear Rectum Museum.
So that's why they build them that shape. Oh, okay. We are here. We have well K and G in terms of going to fricatives. Would that go to like X and gamma?
Mhm.
Oh, Jake, your screen is frozen.
I I don't know. Is my camera dead? It's not
Um,
on the meets. Um, and now I'm trying to.
I'm
Oh,
looking
it
as
was
well.
just.
Oh, it
I
is
was
frozen.
just. I just wasn't looking up because I was laughing. I think.
No. It is frozen.
Oh.
I think so.
Hmm.
Oh wait. Oh, you're back.
I'm
There you
back.
go. Hi, hello. But yeah, you laughed so hard that you froze.
Great.
Is there a secret fourth option, or I don't think? I don't know. No.
I'm trying to think like
Go ahead.
I'm like
Oh,
I think like an option where they go to like a they debocalize and then they debocalize to what? Like a glottal stop and then it gets lost.
revolutionary. And for
Well,
what? Just to gain tone back again?
well, no, it would mean that like you'd have random vowel finals. Like we're already gonna have random vowel final stuff where a H appears. It would mean that you'd also get like a sporadic K or G.
Hmm.
Um,
I was gonna say we have excuse me, we have voiceless stop. We have voiceless stop merger, where our voiced stops go to voiceless ones. Could there be
so
any
would that happen before or after the affricates?
after?
After, okay.
Oh, because yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is there going to be some merger of our voice fricatives as an option too? I think if we do let that be an option, that would be something we think about in terms of the S and the Z distinction of the affricates.
I definitely prefer a lot of final V than a lot of final F.
I do as well.
So personally, I would protect the fricatives.
Then let's not even put out an option.
Like I think I'd be interested like because I'm trying to think if we're gonna get more S or more Z.
More likely, more Z, because especially now we will with man. Yeah, maybe so. With like
No, with regards to whether we change that order.
hmm,
Because like the way that you have it in the document, like you treat them as stops, which I think is fair as an analysis
yeah,
at the moment because we never really we don't get T and
D in a pure sense.
D, yeah. Um, um, where was I going with this? Um, like
Hmm.
I I think that if we did a final devoicing, in my head, it would make more sense for her to come early.
Yeah,
But
for me as well.
I think there's no reason that it would have to be.
No, but
Yeah.
like my intuition wants it to become first,
Mm. Um.
and
Like
that would also like if we do have it come before like this
I'm
guy
gonna go to the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia
coming.
and shove some thoughts in. So
Uh,
like so the case of K and G. So
correct.
like you have an option where voicing distinction is lost in coda or in word final position. Um, the coda one does happen. Um,
Um, now
um,
it does.
no, I mean it in the general sense. Like it's it's not
Yeah,
always only
no,
word finally that devoicing of this type happens.
word
I
final.
think that it's true of Turkish, for example.
Mhm. It
Um,
definitely.
so that would mean that like they merge as a final K, which could then become a final um, um, fricative, or it could be like like a um oh, it's here, isn't it? Oh, have I changed keyboard? No, I haven't.
Not yeah.
No, it's this. Yeah.
Oh, yay! Oh,
Um,
oh.
and which likely would just become
Hmm.
0. Um, and this, like the fricative could either stick around,
Yeah.
uh, or it could become coda H and then do whatever that does, which at the moment is boring.
At the moment, it's
And
boring. To
but
me, I think this is as far as I think I would take it.
if there's no voicing merger,
Yeah.
then you would possibly get this, or and then I don't know. Oh, yep,
Oh, nice. Was it G equals?
yep.
Nice.
Like a kind of voicing distinction in the fricative,
Hmm.
and then you get into this space where like I don't know enough things that are cool to do with them, you know? Like
Yeah, just like a
I
little Smilton dude.
I'm instantly just like kill them.
That's kind of like yeah, that's my interesting too. Like my gut is like in terms of like what's going to happen with them, either they're going to stay stops and kind of hold on because I'm seeing what you're putting down a little bit again, and like where my head's at is like analogizing this to like the P and the B, and like if we say have that come like P, then that like might become like F, but it might just become V as well. Yeah.
Oh, not that one.
Yeah. Agree. Yep.
As an option. I mean, it would basically be that you would
Uh,
you'd
uh,
you would end up with like kind of you'd end up with these as essentially the final allophones of K and G.
yeah.
Um,
I do like this idea of like radical final allophony type of feel. I think this is a train in which I am beholden to, and I'm liking it. I want to do one thing because I just remember how to do this. I think it's this and this. God damn it. Doop and then doop. No. Doop and then doop. Yeah. And then whoo. Nice.
mm,
No. I want to put it there. But yeah, I see where you're going at now.
oh, to be clear to Jonathan, this would become this anyway. This would be before we lose the final H.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for a lovely tomato.
Or
I love
tomato.
tomatoes.
I also love tomatoes.
I'm sorry, I know.
But like how do I phrase this? I don't I mean there are people in my family who would just eat tomatoes like an apple. No. Ugh. No. Tomatoes are nasty and they're squishy. I don't want that. Um yeah. But like tomato sauce. I love a little like cabbage roll.
Hmm.
Tomato sauce. I think these are fine poll options. Um I think a lot of like what we need to do is like, oh Jesus, oh God, we have a lot to. It's like maybe like decelify this, like the tableify.
No, because
Why are these in the verbs?
they probably just got added to the last bit that we saw.
Oh, well, there you have it. A jug. I yub. Let's see what this pops out as.
Also, I really like raw tomato, and I don't care what you say.
Oh, this becomes I yeb now. That makes
Yep.
sense. Oh, let's do a little revamp. Revamp. No, raw tomatoes is not a vibe I can get behind. They're like
Don't you like a pico de gallo
if the
or
if
a
the
pan con tomate?
if
Do
it's
you
like
like pan con tomate or pa amb tomaquet?
maybe
I
I
feel like if I say it in Catalan, the people who love everything Catalan people will stan it for me. Whereas if I say it in Castellano, they're gonna do the Castellano thing.
nudes for now. We don't know what kind of that's going to turn into as of yet. This is for sure Goldie Good and Pop.
Can't you just shove it in Lexigy and then copy and paste the results?
Can I do that?
It's all in the form you would use.
Is that why we have this in a table format? So
Maybe.
if
No,
I
you
do
just need the
this,
first. You just need the first. You just need the first bit. Just copy the first bit.
oh,
Ooh, just the first column, and then put it in Lexigy, and then only select copy results, and then
I can do that. Copy results.
yeah, if you go to Lexigy,
I'm there.
export,
Export.
and then only output words.
Oh, yo, that is revolutionary. Ooh, 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 ooh. Graham, thank you, Graham.
I feel like every time that Lexigy gets used on stream, someone learns something about it that they didn't know before.
Why? Why is it like if I do like this, will you love me?
Is
Oh,
it trying to put it all in a table?
no, it's making this like just like it's like one big like list.
It. Mm, I'm wondering. I think if you no, because you have to have show stages. No, you don't have to have show stages.
I think I
I'm
was
trying to think
honestly
if you can hide the input. But no, you should be able to just select the column as well. It may be that you can more easily get it back in the table if you don't use the export.
maybe so, but I'm kind of like the speed is speeding.
And
It's like
Nemo, I think that me and Miles have used it from the beginning, as have David and Jesse didn't necessarily do that iron Lexigy right at the beginning, did they?
no, well, I mean, if we're going back, they used that one sound transponder whose name escapes me, Rosenfield, or something like this. Um, but I never, I've only understood lethargy. I did not. Um,
Well, yeah, basically we've been using it as long, if not longer.
really pop.
Anyway, have we made it work or not?
We made it work. This form is a little bit different, but I'm fine with that. I think this is a result of the
Of the
um
what?
schwa insertion. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go here.
How would you feel about initial nga all going to na?
That this Gemini gets killed.
Wait, what? What a minute.
This Gemini.
Oh well, we have that.
Yeah, we do, because the
Oof.
schwa was here, and then it became ne, and it became ne.
We have so much to fix. We have so much to fix. Anyway, at least we have one poll.
We have one pull. I love the phrase
Hey,
maiden
hey,
kids.
Lexigy was very much likely introduced through LTS,
Yeah,
but
very
we
much
were
so.
there
We were at the precipice.
and we used it for our own projects marginally earlier from what I can remember.
Okay, let's come zoo apparently. I want to check this format, this monkey pop. And then I think these are all golden sauceums. Yeah. Cool.
Why hasn't Ayub become Ayub?
Oh, it did. I forgot to type it in. It definitely did.
Oh,
Yes. Well,
oh,
yeah,
I thought you said you'd been able to copy and paste it.
I didn't. I just checked form by form.
Oh, okay.
Well, that puts us at time. I got to pack. I'm leaving in 2 days. Like in less than 48 hours. I am.
I don't understand because I feel like in our streams I'm slightly more organized. I don't know if you'd agree, but on a it's like a smidge, like a tud. But I am the sort of person who packs like the night before the flight.
Oh no, I'm like, I love packing early, and I love cramming as much in as possible. Like I'm very good at like the
Folding.
full clothes. No, David, I'm going to LCC in College Park, Maryland from April 11th to the 13th, 2025.
Have I ever told you about how pleased I was to have gone to the airport in Baltimore, Maryland? Because it reminded me so much of ContraPoints.
No, I did not know this.
Like getting to visit Baltimore, Maryland, although only the airport, like really brought me a lot of trans joy.
Oh, I love that. That I fell off the ContraPoints a little hub a little bit, but I mean we
There's
are
a
also
new video out, like the one of the year.
okay.
Uh,
I need to watch it very
like
badly.
well, if you have like you can like if you're okay like podcasting ContraPoints videos,
Mm.
maybe something for your trip.
I'll think about it. I'm gonna lost culture it, but we are over time, and we want to be mindful of
Okay.
people's time. And my I have wet towels that need to be out of the laundry as well.
Okay.
Okay. Bye everybody. And if I see you this weekend, I will gladly say hi to you with whatever
I mean,
social
you're
convention.
not gonna wear your shades and reject them for approaching the
I
celebrity.
vehemently despise sunglasses.
Hmm.
No. But yeah, goodbye everybody.
Bye bye.
I'll see you there. Bye bye. I gotta be kind to my neighbors. I will see you Thursday. Oh wait, man, I might